Hello everyone, Chocolo here for another video review. This time we have the celebrations. I guess it's Mars. You know, it's one of those funny companies, isn't it really? You never really see, for sort of Twix or Snickers or anything, you never see who actually makes it. But yeah, I guess it's Mars. So Mars celebrations, perhaps you would say. Yeah, so essentially it's kind of a selection of little versions of various popular sweets. So Snickers, Mars, Bounty, Twix, Galaxy, Maltesers, yeah. Have I missed anything? Milky Way. Here we go. Yeah, and Galaxy Caramel, of course. Yeah, so quite an interesting one, but I think it would probably say a standard affair. Really, nothing doesn't jump out at you. This one's been too exciting, I wouldn't say, but it looks quite nice. Yeah, and I guess the rival is probably Cadbury's Heroes, perhaps in the UK. You do get Nestle Quality Street and Cadbury's Roses as well, but they're kind of, I don't know, it's kind of two levels, I think, and I think perhaps Quality Street and Roses are on a level, on a par. And then these ones and Heroes maybe. Although I think they all cost roughly the same price. I think it's just different styles or different targets. I don't know. Because I guess Heroes and this one are kind of more just regular chocolates, and the other ones are kind of special. I say special in quotes. Yeah, just different chocolates, not really based on just regular chocolates, I guess. At least not in theory. Yes, though, I guess it looks quite nice. Typical box. So you can get them in sort of bigger tins, probably plastic tins really, rather than tin tins. But yeah, this is the cardboard one. So it's 240 grams. This one. It's got portions per pack 8, portion size 27.3 grams, and basically per 100 grams it's 493 calories, 24 grams of fat, 15 of which are saturates, and per portion 135 calories. 6.6 grams of fat, 4 of which are saturates. So that's yeah. It doesn't actually say what a portion is really. It says portions per pack 8. So you can probably assume that's roughly. Oh, since it's a 240 gram box, I don't know, maybe 6 or something. 6 sweets. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so it looks quite nice. Yeah, nothing too dramatic. I mean, it says an assortment of milk chocolates and a milk chocolate covered biscuit. That's quite interesting, isn't it? So, so that's Twix basically. So one assortment of milk chocolates and a milk chocolate covered biscuit. But I mean, one of them does have coconut in, doesn't it say, and a coconut covered chocolate or whatever. Or chocolate covered coconut rather. So yeah, strange. But yes, there we go. Nothing too. So you can see, nothing too exciting. You can see there's about, I think it's 8 different types. Yes, yeah, 8 different types of chocolate. So there used to be basically Twix is a newish one. I think before it was Galaxy Truffle, I think, and it was a really nice one actually. That one and the Maltesers one are the kind of the two different ones I always said, and ones that weren't really like anything else. And they replaced the Truffle one with Twix, and I guess Twix is okay, but it's a bit, I don't know. I think the Truffle one's a bit more special really. And of course, if you're in mainland Europe, Galaxy is Dove there. Yes, it's. I do prefer the name Galaxy. I have to say, it's a better name. I would think. Dove is a soap in the UK. I don't know if that's the case in mainland Europe. I think it is. Anyway, okay. So yeah, let's lift stuff down. Let's give it an open. Why not? What we're here for. There we go. There we are. Yes. There we go. So yeah. So it's got like a sort of funny affair on the top. These cardboard tabs. I don't really like this too much. I don't know what's the. Some of the weird cardboard thing is. It's got these weird things. It's basically got a plastic lid. I think what you do is just pull these aside. I guess. There you go, and then the lid just pops off. There we go. Plastic lid. Yeah, so it's quite full to the top, relatively full, better than some I've seen. Let's pour them out. So there's quite a few different. Let's see, distribution might be okay. Let's have a look. So, give them a bit of an organise. Yeah, I can immediately tell you that the distribution here is not that great. Now I've just reviewed all of the other big 3 chocolate selections, so Roses, Quality Street, and Heroes, and I can tell you that their distribution was better than this. Now what could happen maybe, is that they might fill it so much and then someone manually, there's a weighing machine at the end, and it's determined, so hang on, so this one's short of chocolate or something, so someone manually throws one in, So it might be why what's happened is we've got 5 Snickers here and only 2 Galaxy Caramels. But I don't care whether that's why. It's not acceptable. You know what I mean? It's it should be a uniform amount or whatever. And I don't think it needs particularly weigh more. You could say, well, maybe Snickers weighs less than Galaxy, you know, whatever. But I don't. That's no excuse either. If this is your favourite one in this selection, and there's only 2 of them, someone just happens to like them. You know, they have one. You know, in Snickers, this is one of the most boring ones in the set. You know. So, you know, it's not it's a bad one, but it's boring, you know what I mean? This is more exciting, I would say. So that's pretty terrible, I think. I'll say all the others, it might have been fluke. I only opened 1 box, you know, maybe if I opened like 500 of them or something, you know, it would have worked itself out, or they'd be equally as poor. But I had 1 of each of all the others, and this is the only one that's had such a bad distribution. So the others, I mean, the others had sort of like, some had 4 and some had 3, but never where one has 5 and one has 2. I think I did when I did review them a few years back, some of them, but they've definitely improved if the one I opened was still anything to go by. So we've got 3 Milky Way Galaxy, Mars, Maltesers, Twix, 4 Bounties, 5 Snickers and 2 Galaxy Caramels, which I think is atrocious. So there we go. Okay, so let's get rid of all bar 1 of each. That's what we're doing. Right. Okay, so there we go. So there's 8 different kinds here. I think one of them, was it Road Heroes or Roses, one who had like 12 different chocolates, which I think is too much. So 8 is probably about right, because it does mean that you've basically got about 3 of each roughly, unless you're this one, of course. But you should have 3 of each, and I think that's a good amount for that size of this size of tub. If it's a tin, you know, with lots more in, you know, you can get away with having lots of different types of chocolates, but when it's a smaller tub like this, if you've got 12, you're only going to get 2 of each pretty much. So there we go. Okay, right, so I think they all look quite nice, I think you'd say. So we've got Snickers here. Yeah, alright. Mars, yes. Nothing too dramatic. Bounty, of course. It's all the same, really, other than the wrappers. They've all got that sort of that twirly effect. There's Galaxy, and Galaxy Caramel and the regular Galaxy. Milky Way. Is that right around? Maybe not. Milky Way. Milky Way. Maltesers teaser one, which came out a long time before the regular sort of non-Malteser bar, which was like this. You know, they did it in the celebrations for ages before they cottoned on actually it'd be a good idea to release it on its own as a bar. As Twix, of course. So it's like a little mini finger of Twix, really. Okay, so there we go. So yeah, let's lift myself up and give them a taste, shall we? Why not? Let's get straight into it. Hello again, everyone. Hello. Yes, are we all set? Are we all straight? Yeah, I think so. Let's give a quick test. Yeah, pretty much that'll do. Okay, right. So I'm going to get. I'm not a big coconut fan, so let's get the Bounty one out of the way first. So yeah, let's give it an open. So they've all got this kind of, they don't open, even though you can twirl them at the side, you have to rip them on this little triangle tear here. You can't open them there, they're kind of properly sealed. I don't like that really, but I mean, I don't know. Well, I don't know if I don't like it or not, it just seems a bit weird. So you have to kind of rip them there, and like a pull tab or whatever. Not quite a pull tab, but there you go. So that's what the Bounty one looks like. Yep. So roughly at the bottom, it's about 3.5 centimetres with a bit of a nubbin at the end, but roughly that. Height wise, it's about 1.6. I'm going to bite it in half and yeah, we'll see. So I'm not a big fan of Bounties. I'm not a fan of coconut really, but I do eat it in some things. But I didn't mind the coconut one in Quality Street. It's the only one of the other 4 free boxes of salted chocolates that has a coconut. So let's see what it smells like. It bites quite easy. It's broke quite easily. That and you see, it's just full of coconut. These ones always get left to the bottom. There's always these left in Milky Ways. Maybe Mars and Snickers as well. It's okay, yeah, not bad. I don't like coconut too much. I don't like the consistency of it. It tastes a bit like shredded paper. Not like it gets in my teeth. It sort of goes through me a bit. It's okay because it's Bounty. It's not as good as the Quality Street one because that was it's essentially coconut with toffee in it, caramel, so it's chewy. This one's just pure coconut, so maybe it's better for some people, but you know, if you like coconut, I think you'll like this. For me, I don't like the texture of it. Me myself, it's probably 2 out of 5. You know, I don't hate it. I can eat it. You know, so I didn't dislike it, but yeah, I think it's just a bouncy bar. So, probably, I mean, you know, if you like coconut, it's going to be probably a 5 out of 5 for you, or something, 4 out of 5. But for me, it's just I would just say it's an average chocolate. So 3 out of 5, but 2 out of 5 for my own taste because I'm not a big fan of coconut. Okay, let's try Snickers next then. Let's see. So again, you can pull it all you like, but you've still got to use this silly rip there. Yeah, actually opens quite easily though once you do that, so it's not too bad. So it looks pretty same again, nothing too dramatic. Same size I would think about 3.5. Yeah, about 3.5, maybe with some nubbing of chocolate at the end, but roughly that. And 1.6 high. So it's they're quite consistent at least. And some tire tracks at the bottom as well. And on the conveyor belt. Okay, let's give it a go. Well, Snickers is a funny bar. Because I think it's quite boring and quite everyday and typical, but I actually sometimes quite just enjoy having it because it's just quite a lot to it. It's quite chewy. It's quite big, although the bar's ridiculously shrunk these past few years. But especially caramel, peanuts, and some like a nougat. And I quite like the nougat. It's different than the Mars nougat, and it's got a nicer taste. I'm not a big peanut fan generally, but I quite like Snickers. I think it's worked quite well. It's quite small. You get quite a condensed Snickers taste, and it actually works quite well. I quite like it. I still think it's not. I think the taste is better than the chocolate, if that makes sense. I think it's such an average, typical, everyday chocolate that it's a bit, you know, everyday, well, a bit everyday, a bit boring. But I mean, it tastes quite nice actually. That, and I think the Snickers is probably a bit hard done by. I think for me it's probably about 4 out of 5. You know, I quite like it. As I say, it's hard to not see past the fact that it's just a Snickers, you know, or a marathon if you're of a certain age. Yeah, so there we go. Okay, let's try the Mars one then. So I guess this is going to be quite similar to the Snickers one, really. Similar affair, you know, that standard chocolate. Again, it looks the same. It's got a bit of a slightly different pattern on top, but maybe more like barks than anything else. But I think the actual, it's meant to be sort of a bit more like a Mars, where these ridges are slightly in a different pattern. Okay, yeah, so about 3.5 again, and again about 1.6 high, so they're quite consistent here actually, which is pretty good. So Mars is a bit like Snickers, except it's just not got peanuts, and the nougat has a slightly different taste. So let's give it a go. Noticeably more caramel, it adds a bit more. And Mars for me is a bar that tastes better refrigerated. I just think it's just a bit too cloggy. Other than that, if you don't do that for some reason. Now, I love Mars Dark when that came out, where it had it was dark chocolate with like a white nougat centre, and it just had a bit of a nicer taste to it. I mean, you find the US Milky Way, I think Midnight Dark or something, that's a similar thing actually, because the US Milky Way is actually similar-ish to the UK Mars. Yeah, that's alright. I think it needs to be refrigerated Mars for me. It's just got a bit of a cloggy taste to it. But it's quite, nougat's quite sort of, you know, fluffy, I guess. And the caramel's very present. But yeah, for me, it's not my favourite chocolate bar. But sometimes I can have it, but I prefer it if it's refrigerated. I like that when it's harder. I mean, chocolate generally tastes nicer refrigerated, really. But in Mars, it really needs it. So for me, I think that's a 3 out of 5. I think that one. Okay, let's try the old Milky Way, the classic. So this one, yeah, basically, it was blue when I was younger. It had like a very dark blue wrapper, a bit like all of it was this colour. Then it went white, so all of it was kind of a bit more this colour, and now it's kind of gone a bit of both. And it used to have like a brown centre, like sort of like the Mars nougat colour centre, but now I think it's a white fluffy centre. So I think there was a flight bar that came out, which was basically old style Milky Ways, but that's disappeared now. There you go, same again really. Tire tracks on the bottom, I think. Yeah, got another type of ridge on the top. That's essentially, yeah. Okay, it's about it's about 3.4 this time. So this particular chocolate's a bit smaller. Again, maybe slightly smaller as well, maybe about 1.5 this time, so this one's a bit smaller for some reason. Okay, let's give it a bite. There you go, that sort of whitey, creamy colour. It's quite nice though, Milky Way. Again, another standard bar though. For me, Milky Way's very much a, sort of like one of those snack bars, very small, 10-15p bar. Probably more than that now, but when I was younger, it was about that much. So it's not really a special bar in any way. It's not really it's a low end bar, to be honest with you, because it is a cheap one. So it's a bit of a boring one again to have in here. No one really buys Milky Ways. Yeah, I mean, it's a 3 out of 5 though. It's not unpleasant, it's quite nice. But you never go out your way to have it. There's always one that's left at the bottom of this box, just because it's just a bit boring. Yeah? Most of them though are a bit boring in this set, to be honest with you. I mean, let's cut to the chase. They're all kind of just very standard chocolate bars. There's only a couple of them that really, like the Maltese one, and I said the old Galaxy truffle that used to be in it, which stood out a bit more, and they're not, and one of them has disappeared now. Okay, so let's try Twix. So Twix is always a good bar really, but basically it's a chocolate-covered biscuit finger with a caramel layer on top of the biscuit. Usually comes in 2 fingers, which are probably not much bigger than this now. Yeah, so 2 of these, a bit longer though, maybe 2.5 times the size of this maybe. Okay, let's give it a bite. And again, you can see again, but it's got that typical Tie Tracks and Twix look to these little ripples. So it's a bit different this one because it is actually like a segment of Twix in a way, so it's not quite, it's a bit different size than the others. So it's about about 4 centimetres long, and it's about 1.4 high. Okay, let's give it a go. There you can see it's got the biscuit there. This is the one in the thing where it says some of the milk chocolates and a milk chocolate covered biscuit. It doesn't taste too great though, this one. I don't know if it's just this particular Twix, but it doesn't. There's something a bit not quite right about it. You can see there it's got caramel and the biscuit on top. But this one I think just does taste a bit soft. The biscuit's a bit soft. Let's just try another one. Biscuit should be a bit. It just tastes a bit like the biscuit's been left out or something. That one's a bit better. I think the other one. We might have a bit of a quality issue there, I think. It's okay. I think Twix is okay. I think it's a bit. For me, I think the caramel and the biscuit. It's just got a bit of a. I don't know. It's. I think it could be better. I think they did a Twix speculoos version or a Twix cinnamon one or something like that a lot longer. It's the same thing, different name. The biscuit is a bit more of a digestive or something a bit different. The speculoos biscuit. It's a Dutch biscuit. And that was a bit different really. It made the biscuit taste a bit nicer, a bit different, a bit more compact. And yeah, I don't know, it's just I don't know, it's okay. I think for me probably probably a 3 out of 5, maybe 3.5 out of 5, the Twix one. You can do silly things like just try to bite off the the caramel like that. It's quite interesting to do that. Bit messy though, but then you can just be left with the biscuit. So yeah. Which is quite nice really. What's good, the thing about the Twix that's good about it is it's got a variety of textures, like the caramel, the biscuit and the chocolate. But it's just that none of them are that great in themselves, So that's why it's just a 3 out of 5, maybe 3.5. Okay, so let's try the Galaxy. So Galaxy is very creamy chocolate, but it works really well. I'm not a big fan of creamy chocolate generally, but Galaxy just has it perfect really, and it's wonderful to dip in and swirl in a chocolate in a cup of tea or a hot drink or cup of coffee. So this one for some reason, the only one doesn't seem to have that. Doesn't have an arrow on there. I don't know why, but I think there's still the split. Yeah, so it just didn't have an arrow. It's got like a foil centre, a foil wrapper. Mind you, they all do, I think. Yeah. Yeah, they all do. Well, silver coloured anyway. So there you go. So this is basically just a segment of Galaxy. So if you got the actual Galaxy bar, it'd probably have just a segment like that. And again, a 3.4 maybe, 3.4 centimetres long, and about 1.4 high. So it's going to be solid chocolate this one. Let's give it a bite. Oh yeah, well, before I do, there's no tie track on the bottom, you'll see. And it's got that G there, which is nice. Nice effect. Okay, let's give it a go. So, just solid milk chocolate. It's a nice milk chocolate, it's very nice. Yeah, it's lovely. I say it's very creamy and very nice and quite indulgent and the old the old slogan for Galaxy is always why have cotton when you can have silk, and it does taste very silky. It's very smooth. It's very, very lovely. See, I'm not a big fan of Belgian chocolates generally. You know, they're a bit too creamy for me and a bit too sickly. But Galaxy is that way inclined, but it's just nice. It's not too sickly. It's just really nice. I was saying you can get Galaxy swirlers, which is just a long thin stick of it, and you can swirl it in. It's designed to be has like a spoon effect on it as well, so it's designed to be swirled in a hot drink. But you can do it with any Galaxy, as long as and it really works well as well. It just melts perfectly. Well, leads us on to the Galaxy caramel. So it's the same again, but just filled with caramel this time. So again, same kind of chocolate. Again, for some reason, it doesn't have the arrow. It just has a sort of split in there. So I don't know why. It's just a bit strange. So again, it's a segment again, same size. I'll just measure it as well, just for the sake of it, but we'll be the same size. It's about 3.4 and about 1.4 high. 3.4 wide, 1.4 high. Okay, let's give it a go. Yeah, and I think, I think the Galaxy, the Galaxy Talk itself, I think a 4 out of 5 definitely. It's really nice. So yeah, I forgot to say that. I think I forgot to say about the Milky Way as well, so I'll probably have to do a caption on that one. But yes, let's give this a taste. Oh, yeah, so very runny caramel there. Remember when these first came out? Actually, I remember going crazy and going to the shops to get loads of them. Before then, it was Cadbury's caramel was the only one really, and then mainstream caramel bar, and then this came out. I remember, just getting loads of it, and I was really impressed with it because it was so much more runny than the Cadbury's caramel, which is quite buttery and thick. This one's very runny. And again, it's really nice as well. It's a nice caramel. Yeah, probably one of the better ones out of all the chocolate sets, really. Really nice. 4 out of 5 definitely for that one. Really nice. Okay, last but not least, definitely not. I think this is probably one of the best in the sets. I think this one. This is the Malteser one. It's just called the Teaser now. I think it used to just be called the Malteser or something like that. But now they've actually rebranded it as a Malteser Teaser separate bar. And there you go. It has this sort of weird effect on it. So Malteser's doing like a sort of malt, crunchy biscuit type thing, sphere covered in chocolate. This is kind of like they just had a different. For some reason, rather than just include a Malteser in here, they just had this different type, and then it's become so good in its own right that they've released it separately. So it's 3.1 centimeters long and about 1.7 high. Okay, so rather than just being full of sort of malt biscuit or whatever it is, crunchy centre, it's got like little bits of it in between the chocolate. So, little balls of it. It's lovely. We've done a few other variants of it now, like the I think what was called the Malteser bar, which isn't this. It does have like a cream centre. This has been creamed up. And it's really fluffy centre. It's just completely full of that rather than in between chocolates and things. This is really nice. It's nice and crunchy. Lovely consistency and textures, and the chocolate's nice. There's that malty taste. Again, I think a 4 out of 5 for that one. It's probably this one and the Galaxies are definitely, I think, are the strongest in the set for me. This one's just different again. It's just a bit more unique, but it's not quite as special anymore because you can buy it separately. But it is probably, even still, it's still probably the most special one in the set because it's not something you have as often as the rest of them. Generally, anyway. But as I say, it's not quite the same now. Yeah, so there we go. So I think for me, the whole set as a whole, I mean, it's a mixed bag. I think for me, it's just quite weak because it's pretty typical, boring chocolate selection, I would say. I don't think people would ever really normally go out of the way to buy any of these chocolates generally. I mean, maybe at the odd time you think, oh yeah, I fancy a Snickers or I fancy a Twix. But they're quite boring chocolates, and I don't know. It's a funny one. Yeah, for me, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know why people buy it particularly. It's just something easy to buy when you need some chocolates for someone's birthday or the office or for Christmas, or take it around someone's house or something, some kind of celebration. Which, hence the name, I guess. So I think I think for me the whole set as a whole is about a 3.5, maybe 3 out of 5. I think. Touch and go which one it is really, maybe 3.5. There's some good ones in here, but there's just so many mundane ones. The Bounty, the Milky Way. I mean, Bounty, I guess if you love, coconut, I don't think you'd include that. But all the others still, the Milky Way, the Mars, the Snickers, and even the Twix, maybe they're just so mundane. I think the Galaxy ones, well, it's quite typical. It is quite a nice chocolate though, and I think it does stand out as being has a bit more of an air of quality and a bit more special when you have it. Whether that's just because of the branding, I don't know, but the others are just very boring, really. And they just don't get picked, as they just get left later. So all the Maltesers goes. I think the Galaxy Caramel all go, and then maybe the Twix as well. And then you end up being left with the Milky Way, Bounty, Snickers, and Mars. And then you eventually just get left with Bounties. And then people who purposefully have not eaten the Bounties, they only like them because they know they'll be safe till the end. Then start hoovering them up, and you'll probably just end up with either one Snickers or one Milky Way or one Mars at the end of it. So there you go. Yeah, usually the way of it. So yeah, I think 3.5 out of 5. Just a bit of a mundane selection, really. I think it seems to just get by because of the fact that it's just an easy purchase, and it's kind of people will like this, so let's just get it and give it for someone's birthday or take it around someone's house because I'm going and they're hosting. I need to bring something. It's just an easy thing to get. There's something for everyone. It's individually wrapped, so no one cares if people have been touching them and stuff. That's what it's about, I think. So, but the quality is not that great. So 3.5 out of 5, I think, maybe a 3. Yeah, I don't know. I'll make up my mind when I do it, but it's one or the other. Maybe, it's probably more of a 3, I think. There we go. Okay, guys, so enjoyed that review. Follow me to subscribe on the videos, and follow me to come as well. I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. See you later. Bye for now. See ya.